I set my intention with love and light to inspire divine beauty and clear insight, to love ourselves more with hearts so pure, while navigating life so that love endures, to shine our light so graciously, authentically, auspiciously. I set this intention, and it shall be. As above, so below, it is so. What's up? Peace and love. I had to definitely get that little Buddha bell in, man. I was out and about, went to stop through the flea market, and lo and behold, I found this brass Buddha bell. And this Buddha bell, man, it absolutely, you can feel the energy lift. It clears out stagnant energy. If there's been like an argument or some type of squabble in a room and everything, you can hit this and it helps in clearing that out, no doubt about that and everything. And so I'm loving this so much. All it needed was a little love. When I took it, it was a little, old looking and everything. God has shined it back up, restored his glory. We back in business, no doubt about it, shouting out the Buddha bell, no doubt, no doubt. But we are moving into a new era. Thanks for connecting with me if I forgot to say that. No doubt about that. Shouting out the A team, giving thanks to the divine plan of love that's unfolded. We moving into a new era, man. We are moving into our unfuckwittable era. The Saturn moon matrix spell has been broken. The sun right now is in sensitive Cancer, and the moon is in ambitious Capricorn. And this is a perfect time to speak on that legend. See, the collective has been up under a spell of the matrix through emotional manipulation and guiding your ambitions. Lower emotions like our fears, doubt, insecurities. See, these will have you reaching towards lower ambitions, right? Like addictions, toxic relationships, survival mode practices. And they keep you and help you getting in this energy because they can't really, See, now that we know something, huh? Using this ma of tricks, the matrix, media, music, to minister melancholy, no doubt, with complete awareness of our emotional capacity, knowing this is energy, emotion. So they raise our fears of rejection. Excuse me. Increasing doubts that you'll be accepted for who you are. Okay, I'm back. Had to take a pause, got a throat chakra activation upgrade, no doubt. But yeah, see, this ma of tricks, how they minister in this melancholy, while they completely aware of our emotional capacity because our emotion is energy, emotion, no doubt. So they'll raise the fears up, raising the fear of rejection, increasing doubts that you'll be accepted for exactly who you are, heightening insecurity by creating outrageous, unbalanced beauty standards and shit like that. That can only be met by consumerism. See, you're going to have to pay for that, no doubt about it. That hair, the colors, the Godiva, all of that shit. Oh, yeah, you got to pay for that. And so they want to make sure that they give you plenty of that so that you'll think you need this in order to have that. Them eyelashes, that's kind of outrageously Muppet energy is what I like to call that. Some of them look real nice. But you paying for that too, no doubt. And that ass that's all out of proportion and everything that looked like you got on a diaper and shit. I don't know who came up with this idea, whatever, but you paying for that too. And these is the things because it's all kind of extra and everything and over exaggerated and everything. See, this is what's giving way to knowing that this has got to be some type of spell. Got us thinking that this is what needs to happen in order for us to be adored and admired. It's this label that's going to get you to respect and acceptance. And so we need to have that. And look like those merchants over in China blew that shit all the way out. Let us know that we was paying all of these thousands of dollars here in the United States for a bag they put together for $100, whatever. But it's the labels that's going to get us to respect and acceptance. This is what I got to do in order to get these things. And so we'll lower our standards out here. Now we see how this is playing out in the celebrity culture, the things that people did for the success, for the fame. We get up under this programming of this is what I have to do in order to get those things. You got to do what you hate, what feels off, what lowers the vibration. But I'm here to declare the spell is broken. The spell is broken. The spell is broken. And I want to talk about how this energy is showing itself up right about now. Now that we done broke this spell. See, now we getting some assistance from the divine to support us in this process of transformation, no doubt. Neptune, the energy of our dreams, is in review. Also known as the retrograde. Now, Aries is the energy of I am. Neptune, the energy of dreams. Also in Aries, that energy of I am is Saturn, the materializer. How we gonna make this happen, huh? Now I'm talking about this because this is energy that squares up with the moon. Now, a lot of folks, they'll say that this is a negative aspect, right? But this is an opportunity. See, that square up gives us an opportunity to square away some shit. And so this energy is technically asking us, are the dreams that I want to achieve in alignment with who I am? Because remember, the moon, the universe, the divine responds to who you are, not what you want, but who you are. Let's be clear. And so right now, we got that moon that's showing up in the energy of where our ambitions are, encouraging us to take responsibility, shining light on the shadowy parts of those things that may prevent us from getting to the next level. Let's get this work. See, ambitions and lack of finding success. See, when we working towards a lot of goals, sometimes it feels like we just out here spinning wheels, right? But you want to check in on that sun, because that sun, it asks us to examine how we feel right now. The things that we spend a lot of time and energy, headspace on, them intuitive nudges that we're getting, the things that make us feel secure. You see, the sun, it shines light and exposes who we are. And this Cancerian energy, right, it's ruled by the moon. And the sun shining bright on this particular energy, oh, it can really be beneficial because it can expose our fears and our doubts and our insecurities, the things that make us afraid to stand out and shine. The things that make us lower our voice and soften our affect because we might be doing too much. The thing that makes us feel like we're not preferred, loved, supported, or worthy. We relinquish our respect, our power, sometimes our resources. And so I got a powerful totem that came through when I was taking a walk this morning. The snake showed up. And when that snake shows up, it brings a powerful message of transformation, no doubt about it. Now, as we were walking up, this snake, it really brought a powerful symbology with it because it was laying on some stacked logs that looked like the weather had kind of beaten them. It was ragged for wear, like they may be about to collapse over at some point or the other. And then covering it is cascade and some leaves that's coming down over it and everything. And there's two snakes. Now, the one snake is there holding on to that not so solid wooden foundation. Now, let me tell you something. Spirits move through wood. Yeah. But let's get this. And so this wooden foundation that the snake is on one side where the light is shining, and then on the other side, you couldn't see him so well, but he kind of tucked away behind the leaves. But them leaves that he kind of tucked behind aren't just any leaves. Them leaves is poison oak. And so likewise, it brought the symbology of how we find ourselves in old systems, old things that used to hold up and provide security for us. That's no longer holding us up no more like it used to. A lot of things that we think is providing us that shelter, that security, that safety may actually be poisoning us. And so those leaves that was covering the other snake, it gave that profound analogy out here in nature that gave the message to the transformation. See, when that snake shows up, it means that we're about to go through some significant personal changes, so intense, so dramatic, that old self is going to metaphorically die as the new self emerges. See, this is a time right now where we're going to be feeling surges of energy that's going to sharpen our senses, strengthen our mind, give us this clarity, and open up new channels of awareness. We talking like the downloads is going to be off the chain. The upgrades is going down. And a lot of these long-standing issues, those ones that's been requiring a great deal of our attention and everything, we gonna resolve that shit because our frequency is gonna raise up and we gonna be seeing things in a new light. See, this is gonna be a good time for us to begin working with a lot of energetic, doing a lot of energy work, like Kundalini yoga, tantric, a lot of these practices that will allow us to move and really allow the creative energy within us to flow. The snake comes through, bringing that message of transformation. And when you're going through major life and developmental transitions, and one that requires you to shed and get rid of a lot of the shit that's not serving you, especially old identities that's no longer working. This is a snake. The snake, this right here, is a powerful ally to work with, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. And so, what a powerful time this is at this point in time. Now, this moon, it encourages us to embrace how we feel. It holds the secrets of our emotions. This particular moon in Capricorn, though, encourage us to embrace the possibility of achieving your ambitions? Can you embrace the possibility of being successful, of building a reputation for being an authority in whatever your field is? Whether you want to be a socialite, a wife, a dressmaker, a dancer, a singer, a painter, a butcher, a baker, a candlestick maker, for goodness sake. What does that look like? What does it feel like? You got to feel it, you understand? Hell, what does it smell like? Can we tap in? Consider those things. But first, let's get a little bit of divine guidance from my ambition oracle that I got right here. See, I love how this is all up in divine alignment because it come in on this number 44. And this number 44 is all about us setting up foundations so that we can move into a place of power and authority. Being open to opportunities for success that may come down our way. And so I'm liking it a lot. The advice, the ambition oracle comes through is all about growth, baby, and acknowledging those things that went wrong. And so the message is letting us know that it is important that we have goals out here. But we all know that things don't always go according to plan. So when you don't hit those targets or mistakes are made, acknowledge what went wrong without being too hard on yourself. See, we got to figure out what needs to be done differently for the next time and put some procedures in place, put some processes in place to make sure that this doesn't happen again. See, this way, even though you didn't reach that goal, you will have learned a valuable lesson. And so in doing so, you will avoid numerous future issues. This right here, it will change that situation from what you thought might have been a loss into a win-win situation. Your setback is a setup for your come up, no doubt. See, energy spent being mad at yourself or the time that you wasted and how you could have did it better this way, that's a waste of your energy right there. Your energy is better spent recalibrating and re-strategizing. And this particular moon is going to help you in doing that. No doubt about that. You see, the divine provides us with so many tools, so many signs and symbols out here that will assist us in enhancing our experience. Now, let me make sure that I get this clear. Because while we are very, very capable of doing all of this shit solo, no doubt, me personally, I get a feeling of connectedness when I utilize all of these treasures that are around me. It reinforces that feeling that I'm supported out here in these particular streets, no doubt. And so I want to talk about some of those supports. One of the things that I use, a prime tool that I utilize almost on a daily basis, is this acacia wood. This acacia wood is a direct portal to divine connection. You know, spirits move through wood. And when you tune it, it really helps in elevating your transformational experience. Now, I got a hot tip from a cool dude a long time ago that spoke about speaking with a shaman that informed him that if you chant Ja, La, Ban 3 times over that acacia wood, it will awaken the spirit of the wood. And you can set your intentions and it will support you in most profound ways. You got to know I tried that shit, no doubt. No doubt I had to do that immediately, and it absolutely worked. And you can feel the shift in the energy. And when it does, it's a lightning. type of insight, type of elevation in the energy. And so I got some plates. I got some cutting boards. I got some jewelry. I start rocking with this in a profoundly powerful way. And it has done nothing but elevate and align me and allow me to tune into the higher vibrations. Now, that chant definitely is going to work in a most powerful and impactful way, but you can also use your sound frequencies like your singing bowls, your bells, whatever, what have you, and everything. You know, I like Staff 528, no doubt. They're going to help in tuning up into these higher vibrations. You see, especially right now, we in this Cancerian season. In this Cancerian season, this is when them ancestors really be coming through in some powerful and profound ways, man. Hot summer, no doubt. Hot summer, no doubt. See, when them ancestors, they come through and you rocking with that acacia wood, you can tap directly into a lot of helpful and auspicious energy that will help in guiding you. You know, like when they pass away, you know, a lot of the energy, they leave a lot of gifts with their descendants. And that acacia wood, it helps you in being able to open it up and access it in a way that's really going to be profoundly useful for you. See, toning this up, you can tune into the family's glory, but not necessarily the story. You understand? See, because I got some relatives that may show up in a whole lot of courage, showing some profound power out here in these particular streets, speaking truth, showing up, shining some light. But then humanity also has us in these spaces, you know, where we show our ass out here in these streets. And so the lower expressions start showing up, you know, when you pull your pants down and then piss on somebody or something crazy like that. We ain't tapping into that particular vibration, right? We gonna tap into the vibration of the courage, right? And leave all of that other energy behind. This is what happens when you're really intentional. It'll help you to be able to move away from those particular energies. The warrior energy, that's absolutely helpful. But those lower vibrational expressions, it's not really going to help us in this process we call ascension. You feel me? No doubt. And so with that, I was working with this lavender. Now, this lavender is really good because I grow it out in front of the house because the intention that I had for it was to slow down on the mosquitoes and everything, and I use a little bit on occasion and everything. I like to throw them in these mesh sachets and everything. But what I do with these things is I open it up and get the ashe out of that. And how I do that is that I put it in a paper towel. And then I'll take my marble rolling pin and I'll go over it a few times, cracking it open, awakening the ashe in the earth. You can smell the aroma permeating up off of it. And let me tell you something, that lavender, it comes through in some powerful ways. It helps to calm. It definitely is a refreshing vibration, very sensual vibration to boot, no doubt. And so that lavender is definitely a powerful ally to use, especially during this time when emotions is heightened. What I like to do is I like to put them bad boys right on up in the shower. And I'll tie it onto a cord of copper and hang it from my shower head and allow that aromatherapeutic benefit to really bless the shower situation. Now, putting that up under some steamy water, baby, it's next level, next level. And then the stone that I've been working with has been that emerald. Now, this emerald is going to be a power player in your arsenal of tools to rock with. See, this emerald right here, it enhances our decision making abilities. This really supports us in our capacity to resist going along to get along. because it grounds us firmly in our values, help us to operate from an authentic heart space. And it's also useful in helping us to deliver a lot of harsh truths with wisdom and integrity, no doubt. And so bringing these all together, right? That acacia wood, the emerald, the lavender, bringing it into the shower and everything. I'm telling you that this is some next level elevation, no doubt about it. And then I'd be wrong if I didn't get into the colors, no doubt. Now, this changes for me quite often, right? I'm almost like on the whiz where, he said, the color is green, the color is red, the color is orange, But this particular week, I'm rocking with the color red. Now, this color red is a powerful ally, especially for this Capricorn full moon, assisting us. Oh, this is going to have you showing your ass in your transformation process, no doubt. See, red is a powerful color for me. It helps to awaken us to step into our power, pulling us up out of this victim energy, right? Having us setting firm boundaries, prioritizing ourselves. Because like they tell you on the airplane, like you can't give no oxygen to nobody else until you make sure that you adequately oxidated or oxified or however, what have you. You got to make sure that you breathe in some oxygen first. So you got to prioritize yourself. It's allowing us to be bold and assertive. And a wise woman told me to be powerful on purpose. I like that advice. I like that tip. And so I'm going to bring this over to you. Because this red is definitely an auspicious tap, and tapping into the vibration of being powerful on purpose, no doubt about it. What a powerful color to work with when you're stepping into your power. No doubt about that. No doubt. And so the angels that's coming through, no doubt about it, in some powerful, some profound ways. Now, at this point, I don't really give a damn about the teaching and who holds the governance over what day, because they come through when they come through. Now, if you don't work with these angels, then look up, all that information. We in this age where we can just pull shit right on up off of the internet and it'll tell you what day to correspond with whoever, what have you. But here's who's coming through for me today. The Archangel Haniel is coming through, bringing the message of us really being aware of these moon cycles, because these moon cycles, baby, these are really what's going to help us in shining bright and making our dreams come true. See, when you know your moon cycles, baby, this is what's putting you a cut above the rest of them. And so this Archangel Haniel is coming through with the message of noticing how the moon affects your energy and your manifestations, and capitalize on these particular cycles. Know your moon cycle. And you can do that by simply going into Google, typing in your birthday, and asking exactly where the moon was positioned at, what the moon cycle was at that particular time. And it's going to pull up the whole calendar when you was born and whatever, and what it looks like, what have you. You can also go to astroseek.com, get your whole chart pulled up, and really get that business. I recommend you do it, no doubt. And the Archangel Haniel was coming through, checking in, because this is going to really play a part in how we navigating and moving forward, acknowledging those things that went wrong, because how we feel plays a huge part in that shit, no doubt. And then the Archangel Ariel was coming through, last but absolutely not least, bringing the message of prosperity, letting us know that our material needs are provided for as we follow our intuition and manifest our dreams into reality. Oh, the universe is supporting you, my love, supporting you in making your shit come true, supporting you in moving into your unfuckwittable era, supporting you in showing out, doing your transformation process, supporting you Tonight's the night. So working with this Capricorn moon, baby, you go shift your life. You go be dynamite. You go shine your light. You go acknowledge those things that was wrong. You go recalibrate and you go come up with a game plan that's going to have you successful. You going to work with this particular energy. It's going to give you the discipline, the structure to work with the energy in a way that supports you and empowers you. And you go step into your power and you go rise and be great. No doubt about it. I pray this was helpful for you. Utilize that emerald, work with that color red, get you some acacia wood. If you have a utensil, I promise you it works as a wand. You set that intention and you stir your food up with your intention with that acacia wood. I assure you shit will change and shift in your life. You want to empower your food. You want it to support you. You want it to elevate you. You want it to bring wellness to your well-being. You want this for your life, no doubt about it. That color red is going to empower you. That emerald is going to help you in making some clear decisions. That acacia wood is going to help you in raising the frequency, no doubt about it. And that lavender is going to help you to be calm, refreshing your mind, and getting you all the way in alignment for your assignment. I pray that this was helpful for you. Sending you out so much love and so much light. Peace and light. Peace and love.